Hello friends, how are you? And this is Ganesh, video number 4 on the ALV playlist. So this video onwards we are going to have ALV with object oriented concept because we have a lot of options are available compared to the traditional way, and object oriented is mostly with classes and methods, and method has its own parameter. So we are going to learn what are the methods we are going to use to keep our ALV or modifiable ALV, editable ALV. So how to have the even. So all the functionalities of ALV we are going to develop with the help of object oriented concepts. So it's not a big deal. It's very simple because ALV is going to be UI representation of your internal tables. So same thing in object oriented on concept also. Only difference is we are going to use more classes and methods so than the normal function module. Okay. And one additional concept also, if you start working with object oriented ALV, we need a screen painter. So you know about model pool programming, dialog programming, same thing. So we need a screen for that, and there is a component called custom control. So we are going to use that custom control component to hold our ALV. Okay, so very few new things. Other than that, whatever we are doing in the normal ALV, the same concept we are going to use in this object oriented ALV as well. Okay, so let's get into the slide. So the first idea would be I want a screen, so I need AC51 or like just you double click, it will take you to AC51 to create a screen. So just create a screen and go to the layout option, and in that there is a component where you are able to find out input box, check boxes, buttons and everything. So there one of the component called custom control. So custom control is not only for ALV, it's just a component. You can add whatever layout or whatever what do you call the design you want on top of it at the runtime. Okay, so on the compile time, in the design time, you're not able to use the custom control, but there's only in the runtime you can make use of it. So whenever I get a chance, I will show you some other example. So how the custom control is used apart from the ALV as well. Okay. So go to the SE51 layout and use the custom control, just drag and drop. It's also similar way of subscreen area, just drag and drop the space how much you want. Just the same way you have to do the custom control as well. So once it is done, and I'm going to keep my ALV on it. So ALV is, you know about it, it's a table format, nothing much. So for doing this, I have to follow 3 basic steps. This is very basic step if you want to display ALV using object oriented concepts. Okay, so these 3 to be followed. After that you can enhance, depends on your business need. So the step 1 is just create a reference. As we started with object oriented, so you know about classes and methods. To access the property of a methods or class, you need the object reference, or we simply say it's a object. Okay, so you need a reference of it, object reference. So first you have to create an object reference by passing your custom control name. You have to give a name, any name, start with any alphabet, and by passing that custom controller name, just create one reference, object reference. So step 1, technically you have to create one object like data object name, type ref to this class name, and then create an object by passing this custom control name on it. Okay, this is step 1. And step 2, create a reference, another reference I have to create it by passing the above reference. Once you get the reference of this particular class, passing that particular reference as an input to this CLGUI ALV grid. It's a spelling mistake, 1 minute. Yep, here you go. CL is a class name, GU underscore ALV grid. So this needs a reference, this needs an input. So that is going to be your above reference which we created. So pass the reference 1 to here. So this is step 2. And the final one would be, there is a method for this again. Okay, 1 minute. Yep. So there is a method called set table for first display under this class. With the help of this method, we are going to populate our ALV. I can say this is a relevant or replacement of your function model list or grid display, right? So instead of function module, we are going to use this particular method to display your ALV. So these are the three very basic steps if you want to populate an ALV with the help of object-oriented concept. Okay. So the next one is few parameters about this first display. This is a replacement of your function module. So there are some parameters almost same we are going to use over here as well. Maybe the spelling or the name could be a little different. So the first one is I underscore structure name is going to be I is same naming convention here. I is kind of a variable, so it accepts just a value. And IS layout is going to be a work area. So wherever you want to queue some modifications on the ALV layout, make use of this. And normally we had a tables in our list or grid display. Here it is a changing parameter, and few parameters are moved out to the changing. Normally field catalog, sorting, or with exporting parameter in your function module, but here it's coming under changing concept. Here IT out tab is going to be the internal table where the data of ALV is going to be saved, and IT field catalog, suppose either structure or here field catalog we normally use. If it is a not structure, we are going to use a field catalog. We are going to design our own ALV format. What is the first column, second column, name, text, everything is going to be in this particular internal table. So structure of your own ALV. And ID sort is going to be a sorting option. In the same way, you have exclude. Everything is available in this set table for display also. Probably you might have a different name or different functionality. Some additional functionality also will be added in this object-oriented concepts. Okay. So once you decided to go with the ALV, start working with object-oriented ALV, because mostly in any project or future also, mostly people are prefer to go with object-oriented concepts than the normal traditional way of ALV. Okay. And then what else? Okay, PBO and PAI. As we are involved in a model pool programming, as you know, as you are aware, if it is a screen involvement, there is a place to write a code for the screen component. Either it should be PBO or PAI, process before output, process after input. So PBO is going to be, we are going to write the code to display the ALV, whatever the steps I have explained the previous slides, step 1, 2, 3. Those code is going to be under this PBO of your screen. Okay, and anything to be handled before screen pop-ups. I want to disable, I want to edit something. So whatever you want to perform in your ALV before it just executing it, or before it comes to the user screen, then those kind of codes are coming in a PBO. PAI we have lot, but in one line I can say any event to be handled in PAI module. So after ALV events, it may be a button click or enter or a save button, whatever it is. Okay, so those are going to be handled under PAI of your screen. And the additional functionality, probably what is actually meaning us, we are an object oriented concept, and they enhanced the way it works, the ALV. So compared to the normal ALV concept, we have a lot of additional functionalities also available. Simple example is, if you enable the option called edit, automatically checkbox also will be enabled. So there's additional functionality, because in normal ALV we have to enable using a layout option, edit, enable the checkbox, but here is not like that. If you give the option of edit any of the field, automatically checkbox is also added. Okay, I will show you that also. So that is the one of the example of additional functionality. So we just make use of it in the object oriented concept. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's get into the system now. This is my system. So let me create a screen. So either way you can create, it's not a very specific one for object oriented ALV. Just create a screen either here or go to AC51, whichever you comfort. So I'm going to create a screen, and this is a normal report program, it's not a model pool program. So you can have model pool or a report program, either way it works. So object oriented ALV, and go to layouts. So here is the layout, and one of the component is custom control. Okay, just click and just keep it. So the size, it depends on how you want to display in your output in your screen. So that way you have to expand it, and this is going to be this component is going to accept the design whatever it is. So now I'm going to keep a ALV on top of it. Okay, so that accept only at the runtime, but then I'm trying to have any of the component, but no, I'm not able to do it at the design time. Okay, that's it. Go to flow logic and keep some basic enable or keep the things ready in the screen level, basic things. So one is enable the module for PBU and PAI, and go to element list, have your OK code variable. Okay, one thing I must name of the custom control. So you can over here or go to layouts and select the component and give what is the name, because that is very important. So here it's optional, so make sure you have to give so CUST. Okay, maybe custom controller CUST. Okay, that's it, and we are good. And act toward it. So screen wise we are good, just act toward it. Done. Then I'm going to write all the 3 steps inside my PBO. So let me double click. I want to create the PBO module in my program. You can go ahead with new include, or in the same program I'll go with the same main program. I'm not going with new include over here. Okay, here it is. So step 1, create a reference. Create a reference for CLGUI CUSTUM custom container class. Okay, and I want the reference to be in the global level. So data, I want an object for custom CUI custom controller type ref to CLGUI custom, I hope the spelling is correct. Let's see, container, and I need another one is for ALV type ref to CLGUI ALV grid. Okay, so now step 1, I'm going to create a reference. So preferable, go with control F6, maybe initial time. Go to ABAP objects. I'm going to create an object for this, and the object CONT, I believe the object name. Okay, let me cross verify that. And here CLGUI custom container, continue. So okay, it's created, and it asks what is the container name. It is the mandatory parameter. So custom, whatever I have given in the screen, I have to give that. Object CCCONT, correct? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so for the easy one, let me delete all the things including exceptions, but don't delete the exceptions. Okay, step 1 is done, and step 2, I need to create a reference for CLGUI ALV grid. Okay, so go again F6, object patterns, and here is OBG. Okay, ALV, and this is going to be GUALV grid. Continue, and it has one more mandatory parameter is I underscore parent. So that is going to be your previous reference container. That's it. So let me delete rest of the things including exceptions. Okay, step 2 is also done. 1, 2, 3 is done, and finally I need to display my ALV, content in ALV format. So step 3 is display ALV by calling a method. Okay, so control F6, that is part of CLGUI ALV grid class. So go here, call method object ALV grid, and that is set table for, is it correct? 1 minute. Yeah, right, set table for first display. Set table for F4. Yeah, table for first display, continue. So the content all not ready. So I'm just making the steps for getting ready. Yeah, it's done. So here, write whatever you want. Okay. So I need few things. I'll start with structure. So I'm not going to have my custom ALV design over here. So let's start with Mara. So all the fields I want to display. So let's delete. So I don't want catalog. Okay, let this enabled. Okay, so here I'm going to start keep my data ready. So I want data. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's select start from Mara into table ITMARA Mara. That's it. So here structure is going to be Mara. So the same thing we are done in the first ALV video. So I'm going to display everything. It's Mara. So here I need a dot. Okay, if you want to, it's a little confused for you, so you can have a dot here at the end. That's it. And call screen is already there, so it's automatically call the ALV with whatever content is available in my internal table. So good. What is error? Excuse me. Custom content. Okay, spelling mistake. Okay, and what is the next one? Select start from Mara into table. Okay, I encountered this issue. I'm not sure this is because of the version. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to spend much time over here. Let's do it like this. Mara type table of Mara. It's not coming in other systems, especially here I got this one. Okay, let's see. Afterward, it now the content is ready. Container custom control is ready, and container is also all things fine. Set display. Let's see if I execute. Yep. So it's ready to display the details of my internal table. So just a UI representation of your internal table is nothing but your ALV, and here we display it in a object oriented options. Okay, so here again just recollect your model pool programming basic design. If it is a model pool program, call screen, if you call any particular screen, everything on the all control comes under you. Okay, so you have to take care of it. So that is the reason you're not able to see any buttons over here, no back buttons, only two default menus are available because this is model pool programming. Okay, and this is a default menus, and depends on the functionality, this menu is also getting increased or decreased, depends on what you are using in your design of your ALV. So to just go out, I need to go like AC38. Yep, again start from this particular screen. Yeah. Okay, so this is about the direct structure if you want to use it, and there is a field catalog. So you know about the field catalog. So just design all the field catalog. You're going to design your own function, sorry, your own design. What is the first row, second row, first column, second column, and everything. So for that we need basically one of internal table. It's coming under here IT underscore field catalog. So few structures are deferred because whatever we have used, that is a function module design, this is object oriented. They added few things also. Mostly we ran with SLIS concept, the type group concept. So here everything is a class and methods and method parameters. So now I want to know what is the reference of this field catalog. Okay, so just go to this particular method, and either you can see here here signature, enable the signature, and come down. Okay, here it is. As a field cat here. So it's LVCT underscore FC cat. So T means table type. So here is a table type T, and here is SA structure. Just get into that. Almost same like your SLIS structure. like row position, column position, field name, tab name, currency, C field name. So few things they might add it over here. Okay, like icon, symbol, checkbox. So everything is almost similar, but few things they have added here itself. Okay, so now I want to create a function, create a work area and internal table based on this structure. So just go back, copy this. So there's a table type I copied. So go back to your program and start working with data internal table ALV, type this, and I need a work area ALV, type line of this. Okay, so if you want directly, if you want only type not line of, then change this as yes. Okay, and then as usual, so just fill it ALV. So you know what is the row position, so 1, and then ALV for column position 1, and then ALV for field name. So I need MATNR. So probably I need to create a structure for this. Let me do that after this. And then tab name equal to IT Mara, and what else? Output length I need. Output length is 20, and then I just go with very basic fields. Okay, here there is no selection text, but this is not going to work for your screen, so it is going to be screen text. Yeah, screen text, low, large, medium, and small. So here I got to use this. So here the small change in the field name compared to the normal list concept. ALV2 IT underscore ALV clear it. So now what I'm going to do is I just do the copy paste quickly and we'll come back. Okay. Okay, so what I have did is I copied 3. I just copied and pasted and created 3 columns: material type and net height. The same way I have changed my internal table as well. So here I declared types with the 3 fields, and then I created an internal table referring to the structure and change my select query as well. Okay, now go to your set table for first display, and I don't want the structure, I want, so no exporting as well, I want this field catalog. So field catalog is IT underscore ALV. That's it, and activate it. Okay, let's see, execute. So it has only 3. Okay, so this is for custom ALV design based on whatever you have entered. Okay, so again, okay, let me have one thing. If suppose, see, whatever you are doing in ALV buttons, everything inside the container. Okay, so if you want to have a button over here, that is module programming. That is not related with object oriented programming. Okay, so you know how to add a PF status over here, right? So we'll have a simple button at least to execute, at least to come out of the screen. So what I can do is I can have one simple menu with a single button for this program. So right click, create GUI status. So this is not at all relevant with object oriented ALV. This is relevant for your module programming concept. So here short text menu, and I need only one button. So that is exit, static type, and close, and you need an icon, exit, so nothing over there. 1 second. Okay, fine, this is comes here. Okay, continue, and function key, that's it, act toward it. So now the menu is ready. You need to call in your PBO. So you know how to call this menu in your PBO module. The menu name is menu. Okay, just here, just menu. So go to PBO where we have written all the 3 steps, and you already have the commented one, and just pass a message. What is the menu name? Menu act order, and how to write the code. It's coming under PAI. So go to screen. This is also the basic concepts of your screen painter or multiple programming, and enable the PAI module. Click yes. Same program. I have already done with OK code variable in AC51. So I need to declare the same here. OK code 200 type psi ucom. So if OK code 200 is equal to exit leave program act worded. So this is not your object oriented PF status. Okay, this is normal multiple programming PF status, and execute it. So now you have the button over here. So if you click, just come out of your program. Okay, done. The same thing, if you want to add a sort or a filter, the same way how we have done with function module, create an internal table and pass a message whatever things you want, whatever what based on which field you want to sort, just pass a message. It's an internal table, so it can accept more than one record also. So now I will show you about the exclude option. So this is little interesting over here. So last time in ALV function model ALV, the exclude options, or we have copied from the standard menu options, right? We copied the function code, but here you don't want to copy the function code because that is available as attributes, class attributes. So every buttons or class attributes. So if I execute this, and I'm talking about this standard button. So suppose I want to exclude few things from here. Okay, I want to exclude the print, I want to exclude the subtotal. Then I need to understand what is the attribute name, not the function code. Function code is in the normal ALV with the function module, but here we are going to use everything is in a class and objects or object oriented concept. So we need to understand, or we need to identify what is the attribute name, class attribute name for each button. Okay, so this is available in the class CLGI ALV grid. Okay, let me open another session. So here this is the class, and go to attributes, and the associated type is UI functions. So here you can search with some name cut, some total, print, like that also you can do it. So, and it start with MC underscore. You can name I'm talking about. The attribute name start with MC for those kind of attributes. So let's go here. Yeah, MC, and associated type is UI function. So little go down, you can able to see the print and the subtotal and attribute name. So over here. So I want to disable this option, exclude, not disable, exclude these options. Okay, and then I want to exclude my subtotal as well. What is subtotal over here? So we need to understand the values here, and we need to find out the value, then just keep adding in your function module, because that is also a function, sorry, keep adding in your internal table. So because that is also a format of internal table, just add the internal table whatever buttons you want to disable. Okay, so let's get into the program now, and let's see what is the reference for exclude. Here exclude actually I deleted. Let me go inside this method, and okay, signature is here, save variant, field catalog, oh sorry. Okay, I'll go this way, go to method definition. Okay, so here I want to see the exclude option. Okay, IT toolbar excluding. So this is the reference UI function. So they mentioned very clearly IT, so it's the internal table. So UI functions, okay, if you double click from here, it won't go. you have to double click from this position. Yes, it will go. UI functions. Okay, if I double click from here, yes. So this is a table type, and here if you understand, if you see, this is not a structure, just a line type, just one variable or just a data type they used it. Okay, so UI functions, so create a work area and body of an internal table, then add filling the attribute names. So here all the declarations I go here. So data WA exclude type line of, because that is a table type, so I go with directly UI functions, and IT exclude type this. That's it. One small change in the right of coding is here that is every button's name as an attribute, so class attribute, right? So you have to use a class name before access the property of the particular attribute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to here WA exclude. It doesn't have any fields because it's directly declared with the help of a variable, not with the structure. So just the name of your work area is fine. Exclude, and what is the name of the class? Grid. And you know how to access the property of the class properties directly with the help of class name is double equal arrow, and let me go and copy print. Okay, like this, and you can say append WA exclude to IT exclude. So same thing, you can go for subtotal as well, CLGUI grid. So now you can see MC underscore FC underscore control space bar. I need subtotal, yeah, over here, so subtotal. Okay, that's it. Append exclude to IT exclude. So here I need to add the one of the parameter called IT toolbar excluding for this particular method. So I have removed it. That needs to be coming under, I think it's changing. Let me check. This is the class, and the method is set table for display. Okay, so I want to know the parameter of this. Okay, over here it's toolbar excluding as an importing parameter. It's not changing parameter. So just copy this and go to your program. If it is difficult, you might just call the method once again, so that will be easy for you, and exclude. Okay, that's it. Activate. So things are good, and execute it. So you're able to see the subtotal and the print button are gone. Okay, so this is a way to exclude the standard toolbars of your ALV with the help of the internal table called IT toolbar excluding parameters. Okay, just go out, and one more thing, let me show you. If I add edit button, one of this parameter, so it's automatically enable the checkbox also. If I say edit, so that's what I'm saying. There are some additional functionalities also available in your OOPS ALV. So I enabled that edit button over here, edit option for one particular column, and execute it. So you can see some additional buttons also enabled, and you're able to see them checkboxes also. Okay, so this is just an example. So once you start working with mostly ALV, object oriented ALV, we have to understand how the methods are behaving, how the method parameters are behaving. So everything, so we have to understand, but most of the options are available compared to normal normal ALV. So hope this might be useful for you. Just play around with this. This is very basic and will come with many options with the help of object oriented ALV in the coming videos. Okay, thank you so much for your time. If you have any doubts, please let me know. See you in the next video. Bye.